I think let's just start with no, and then that's the
And let's get
TLDR.
that out of
Is
the way.
it's
That's
it's
good.
just
Yeah.
no, and then I'll expand a little bit. I'll expand a little bit more. I think we have, as part of the guideline, recommended a series of recommendations which cover many different types of things that could address mental health at work. And it's a huge menu, I think it's a huge menu of evidence-based options. And I think later on we're going to talk a little bit more about exactly, what are the different interventions and approaches that we use. But one of the areas that we looked at was this concept of leisure-based physical activity. And what we mean by that, it's not physical labor as part of your job. It's the kind of physical activity that you might participate in as part of an exercise program. And what we happen to find is that at the universal level, the evidence was that for a mix of different activities, whether it's strength training, whether it's aerobic training, whether it's walking or yoga, is actually something that seems to improve people's mental health and, in some cases, improved work-related outcomes. So the concept of something like workability. So we made a recommendation, a conditional recommendation, and specified in the guideline, if you have the resources, if you are a work setting which has the resources to be able to offer leisure-based physical activity, which can include any of the menu of options I just suggested, then this is an option for you to use as part of a comprehensive program of implementing the many other recommendations that WHO made. Given that our recommendations include all the way from preventing people experiencing problems with their mental health in the first place at work, all the way through to supporting people actually living with mental health conditions to participate in work. So physical activity is one of many, many different options. And we've specified that if you're a work setting with the resources available, it is an option for you to do it. But does WHO recommend yoga is offered in all offices? No. It's an option. It's one of many options, and we have presented the recommendations in the guideline, certainly for the interventions of organisational and manager training. We've presented those to say, look, these are the big ones. We put them first. These are the big ones. Yoga is not an individual recommendation. It's part of physical activity.